freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol. Pistol by my whiskey, politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping to the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see you. Darlene, Tracy, Gator Girl, Christopher, Bitbot, Shelly. Good to see each and every one of you. Cindy, especially you. I hope you're doing good. Your weather's doing good. Hey Carol, good to see you. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. And we're praying away this weather. I want it to get warm again and the sun to shine. Okay, let's see. I took a suggestion that was given to us for our channel, and me and Darlene tested it today. And I think we might have it. So we will see. After the national anthem and everything, we will see. It's like a little trivia game. It's kind of like what Gator Girl does, but it's from a different site on YouTube. And Sky picked this one out, and it's 25 Bible questions about animals of the Bible. So, you better know your animals because Sky will be watching. Hint, hint. So she already knows the answers because she already seen it. I haven't seen it, but what me and Darlene seen while we was working on it. Hey Melanie, good to see ya. Love you. Okay, now let me see. See if I can find my stuff now. Oh, here we go. Now we're got Minnesota, which we know California has never been right, but they're getting serious about California now. They found hospice facilities fraud in California, and here they are talking about it.
We want to get you now to the fight against fraud. The White House says mobsters are running schemes on hospice care, and the worst cases, they are in Los Angeles. And that's where we find William LaJeunesse with this story. Good morning.
Hey, Dana, you know, you have ghost patients,
Melanie,
sham companies, offshore owners, corrupt doctors here in L.A. scamming billions for patients that don't exist and care they never provide. Now, many seniors don't even know they've been enrolled until they need real medical care but can't get it because the hospice controls their Medicare number.
They're human traffickers. They're trafficking beneficiaries.
Hospice fraud in L.A.
Hospice is crazy here. You've got hospice that's grown 7-fold in the last 5 years. They represent about $3.5 billion of fraud, we believe, just in L.A. County.
We are ground zero for the scammers.
Sheila Clark says hundreds of L.A. hospices falsely bill the government for unnecessary care, often cycling patients from one provider to another.
It's a non-ending benefit. That hospice is making, $4,000 a month indefinitely.
Patients are bought and sold like trading cards. Ads tell recruiters to post up at busy shopping centers or senior living addresses to knock on doors. They promise patients walkers, wheelchairs, and can earn $300 for any senior over 62 they sign up, sick or not.
Their entire job is to go and find seniors that they can get money for.
Those patients and their Medicare numbers are then sold to providers.
A Medicare MIB number is more lucrative than a credit card.
How much money are federal taxpayers being taken for?
Millions, billions.
These are Russian Armenian gangs, mafia, that are leading a lot of these efforts, we believe, have been able to corrupt and work with doctors who are willing to lie.
If you don't have the physician, you don't have anything.
One doctor billed the government $120 million in a single year, claiming to oversee 1,900 patients. With almost 2,000 hospice agencies, L.A. County has more than 36 states combined and 30 times more than either Florida or New York.
18% of the whole country's home health care billing is coming out of Los Angeles County. How is that possible?
And take a look at this map, a cluster of 287 hospice providers in a 2-mile radius, some in strip malls, unmarked buildings, even a wrecking yard and vacant lot.
All of it is just paperwork. I could fill that out in Kazakhstan if I want and get a hospice license waiting for me.
It's real human life and it has consequences.
The problem, says Clark, once a beneficiary's number is assigned to a hospice, that patient can't get care anywhere else, including a hospital.
We need to listen to these people when they say, I've been scammed.
Now, yesterday, Governor Newsom filed a civil rights complaint against Dr. Oz for, quote, unfairly targeting the Armenian community. However, the governor's own auditor, state and federal prosecutors say Armenian American organized crime is behind much of the fraud here. And in 2022, auditors told the governor that weak state controls, a lack of guardrails, and poor licensing created a situation causing the state to put a moratorium, Dana, on new hospices. And since then, they've revoked about 280 licenses. Back to you.
I say there'll be a lot more fraud found. Melanie, I don't follow sports, but if it will help you, I will be a Lions fan. I won't watch it, and I won't know nothing about the players or anything, but Cindy's my sister, my partner in our business, so I'm with Cindy. So if y'all like the Lions, and I'm with you, I'll be a Lions fan. I'll be a fan to anybody. Okay, Melanie, here you go. Here's you something to make you laugh. Gator Girls is later because hers is longer. But here's you something to laugh at, Melanie and Cindy, to perk you up a little bit.
You know, life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. I don't know why we have to give money to countries that hate us. They should be able to hate us for free. We've all seen the news. He's about as popular as chlamydia. President Biden, on the other hand, bless his heart, you know, he couldn't finish a sentence without taking a nap. It was sad. People in my state have to sell blood plasma in order to go to the grocery store. But if she ever had a clever thought, it died alone and afraid. Cry harder, princess. I mean, words can't express how much I don't care. I'm not saying that the guy who came up with this idea of this rule is the dumbest person in the world, but I am saying that the guy who came up with this idea for this rule better hope that the dumbest person in the world doesn't die. You got to go catch him. I've been a free-range chicken myself before. When you have hypothermia, you don't strip naked and run in the snow. Most Americans lock their front door at night. Not because they hate everybody on the outside, but because they love the people on the inside. And I believe love is the answer, but I own a handgun just in case. But I have the right to mine. And somebody needs to tell the Congresswoman, it'll be in her best interest. They need to tell her that the voices in her head are not real. She is wrong on every single issue. The people of Texas will never embrace her message. I don't know why she's doing this, but you know, hey, you have the right in America to do dumb things if you want to. It'll kill you. Even if it doesn't turn you into the alien if you eat this stuff, I guarantee you'll grow an extra ear. Let me say first, Sean, that it's kind of cool having a president again. I trust, with the exception of Israel, I trust every Middle Eastern country about as much as I trust gas station sushi. For example, no honest person whose IQ is above his age doesn't believe that that biological sex doesn't exist, but they do. That's what I mean when I say they're deeply weird. The bill outlawing it. Now the president, I think, is negotiating something with ByteDance, the owners of TikTok. But I had it on my iPad, and they made me take it off. Bunch of Nazis. As I've said about her before, I think she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. It must really suck to be that dumb. Well, I voted against it, Brian. President Biden says it's a coronavirus bill, and my response is right, you know, and the stripper really likes you. Look, if I didn't know better, I would think that Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez was a Republican plant, entitled to her opinion, but she's crazy. She thinks you can land on the sun if you go at night. She does. Well, you know what it's like. I mean, the Senate is like high school, but no one ever graduates.
Oh, Lordy. Got to love him. Got to love him. Yep, the Senate's like high school. No one ever they don't graduate. That's for sure. And then I got some wonderful news, everybody. I know you've probably heard it, but I just love this news. Here we go.
Alert, journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Boom.
Bill Malusian joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning to you. Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators. Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles sometime today. But obviously, this is going to grab all sorts of headlines. 3 other protesters from that church storming, have already been arrested, including who the feds say was the organizer of that protest. The woman in the middle there is a school board member in St. Paul, and then the mugshot on the right is an online personality / agitator, if you want to call him that. He's known as the Woke Farmer. Those were the 3 people that the feds had already arrested, but we have confirmed that Don Lemon has now been arrested in Los Angeles in connection with that viral incident. We all saw the video of it that spread and drew widespread condemnation. The feds have been going after these people on FACE Act violations. So this is still breaking news. Once we get more details about the potential charges here, a court appearance, we'll, of course, update our viewers, guys.
Really appreciate it. Of course, if it was a grand jury that did indict him, that's pretty unimpeachable. Bill Milesian, thank you so much.
Yep.
More Fox and
Party time. Let's party. I'm so happy. That made my day when I seen that. I was like, yes, maybe they're starting to do a little bit of something. Hey, D, good to see ya. Hope you're doing good. And Goldie. And praying for your dad. And then, for the ones who don't use Band, I posted this in there, so I will post it for y'all to see. Yesterday, my little adventure to the grocery store, my older nephew, I got 2. One's a couple years younger than my oldest one. But here's him driving sort of near my house. It's not exactly, so trolls, don't be trying to find me, because you can't. But here's him driving, and you can tell how much ice is on the road. This is ice, not snow. So that one we was going home to pick up Sky. And this one was him taking me to the house before he got Sky because he couldn't help both of us, you know. So, let her. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. We're both going down.
We're both going down.
Maybe if we get some sun over here, it probably got some of it belly. Maybe.
Lord help us.
I don't think it's but I take a slide down here.
Yes, a bag and sit on it and slide down.
It's bad. Now you get right there to your tree, it's okay. It's got worse.
I know it ain't got no. I'm gonna, Lord bless me.
Step in the tracks. Seems to work better.
Y'all gonna have to help Sky.
I'll have to throw some salt down.
Bring me. But that's the shorter version of it. But we made it. Sky made it. Sky had to wrap her arms around the back of his neck, and he carried her pretty much down the hill. Hey, Jeff, Terry, and Steve. Good to see y'all. Love ya. So that was my yesterday adventure. Today we didn't do nothing. She made up, or she thought she was behind, which she isn't. She's ahead. But she was working on schoolwork all day and all evening. She wants to hurry up for it to warm up so she doesn't have to do schoolwork. So she's trying to hurry up and finish all of it and be done with this year. So she says, Mama, I'm not even going to have to go to school when the sun's shining. I said, no. I said, you're doing good. I said, you're way ahead of other people. I said, you'll be done here pretty soon. You keep working as hard as you are. She says, I know, Mama. I'm smart. I said, yeah, you're smart, baby. But thank God you didn't get your brains from your mama. Or you'll be repeating some repeating some of them classes. Okay, and I don't see how this will do it, but they're saying that this could tip the scales in midterms. JFK Jr. here.
JFK Jr. and his army of Maha moms be the secret sauce for a Republican upset. Politico and The Hill writing that some Dems are worried that wildcard Kennedy could sway voters thanks to popular moves like removing synthetic dyes from foods. Kennedy is traveling the country ahead of this year's elections and pitching his new campaign to take back Americans' health. And I just want to say, I was looking at Instagram. It might not have been Anne Hathaway who was crying. Apparently, it might not have been.
It was Miss Hathaway.
Is the other Hathaway?
From Beverly Hillbillies.
The other Hathaway. Sorry about that. I don't know if this is a real thing that people feel about the midterms, Haley, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, I agree with your hesitation there. I mean, look, it is popular. I saw KFF 8 and 10 don't want synthetic dyes in food. You know, I think there is broad agreement on this food idea from Democrats and Republicans. But the idea that it's a wedge issue like the trans issue, which did move the electorate by almost 3 percentage points, I think it's a big issue. I think you should talk about it in the midterms, but I'm not sure it's the issue that moves the electorate.
But he is going to be out there campaigning, Jessica. He's going to go out and talk about, I mean, we'll wait and see what his stump speech is like, but he's committed to trying to help President Trump keep the House and the Senate in the midterms.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. Listen, I know a lot of moms in particular that were persuaded by this and saying, like, why haven't we been talking about this? They're like, we think about this all the time. And the Democrats need to talk about it more. There were a couple of synthetic dyes that were actually banned under the Biden administration. Like, we could all do this. But if he's out on the campaign trail, the anti-vax stuff is going to be the major talking point, or telling pregnant women that they can't have Tylenol when they're pregnant, which is absolutely not true. Unfounded. And I think that he's more of a liability in that direction than a positive in the synthetic dyes.
Maybe he'll challenge women to a pull-up contest.
Well, exercise does cure depression. Jessica's been bullying me, and this morning I did a bunch of pull-ups and I felt much better. And that is a scientific fact. He is the most popular member of the cabinet. He is the most second popular politician in the country. He is more popular than AOC, Gavin Newsom, Joe Biden. You have to deploy this guy. No, second to Trump. Trump's number one. Talking favorabilities, Jessica. I'm surprised you don't know your own polling. But what he's done is he's un-Michelle Obama'd the school lunch program. You can actually have meat on Mondays now. He did the food dye phase out. He took away the candy and the soda pop. I said soda pop from food stamps. The baby formula, which I'm sure you support, Jessica. It's not any more of that like liquid. I'm not going to go there. And no COVID vaccine for toddlers. I don't see how that's controversial. This guy is a weapon. Deploy him.
And he said soda pop, but nothing about corn pop.
Oh, I miss corn pop. Remember those days? I think, we talked about internet dads. It is time for the moms. Like, I think the moms have kind of been a little slow to what's been going on around this world. The moms weren't, they kind of missed on the trans stuff. They missed on the health and food stuff. The woke capitalized on empathy, but it was empathy without rules or facts. And now we got to get the moms back in the picture to show you that you can have empathy, but with responsibility and for the right people. That means for young women and people and victims as opposed to the people who victimize. That's what I think, Jessica.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Wow.
Really won her over.
Yeah.
All right, we will wrap that one.
Nobody can win her over. I'm with you, Gator Girl. I can't stand her. She hasn't got to the level of Omar or, the one I can't even say her name. She hasn't got to that level yet. But she's one. I'm good. The further away she is, the better off I am. And I try not to put her in many of my clips because I don't like her. I'll cut her out. I'll slice her out of there. Christopher, are you starting with Sandy? I told you. Be good. Baby brother, be good. Your mama's watching you, and I'm watching you. At least, I think you go back and forth between Darlene and Sandy. Darlene's taking a break now. 3. My timekeeper quit. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Thank each and every one of you for helping me with the national anthem. Gator Girl, you ready for your baby Trump? This is gonna be a longer version, and then we're gonna do the trivia. But I didn't give you your, did I? I don't think I gave you your baby Trump yesterday. Or didn't, I can't remember. I got that sometimes going on, but here's your baby Trump. Let me find them. This looks weird. Oh well, I found you. You try to hide from me. Gator Girl, they was trying to hide from me, but I found them. Okay, we're gonna do. I got so many of them. I'll start with the latest one and then we'll catch up on them. Because I've got some from Venezuela all the way up until now, where I haven't showed them. We've been doing the skies thing. But I'll do this latest one because I think it's funny. So, here we go, Gator Girl.
Beautiful day, folks. Tremendous day. People told me, sir, you need relaxation, you need a break. Very unfair thing to say, by the way, because I work harder than anyone. Harder than the fish, harder than the water. But I said, fine, let's go fishing. Let's make fishing great again.
Mr. President, I brought you out here because nothing soothes a man's nerves like watching a bobber sit still for 3 hours while nothing happens. It's like Congress, only quieter and with fewer lobbyists.
John, renaming this body of water to the Gulf of America was the best move. The fish feel patriotic now. They want to get caught. They say, sir, take me. I want to be part of something great. That's why this will be the best fishing day ever. Biggest catches, most beautiful catches. Now, this is a boat, John,
Look at that
a
boat.
patriotic masterpiece. Probably the most American boat anyone's ever seen. People look at it and say, sir, is that freedom floating? And I tell them, yes, it is. Very high quality freedom, believe me.
Well, Mr. President, she's sitting mighty proud, like a bald eagle wearing a tuxedo.
Beautiful comparison, John. Very American bird, very American boat. Quite frankly, this might be the greatest fishing vessel of all time. Many people are saying it.
Sir, if these fish don't bite, they're dumber than a possum trying to use a smartphone. And I've seen that. It ain't pretty.
If the fish don't bite, it's rigged. Everybody knows it. The water's rigged, the bait's rigged, probably the scales too. There will be a deep investigation if they don't bite. Look at this rod. Custom made, titanium, gold trim, American craftsmanship. People see it and say, sir, is that even legal? And I say, for me, absolutely.
I reckon that rod has more gold on it than a Vegas chapel running a discount wedding. Oh, biscuits. I just hooked a Democrat duck.
Stand back, John. I deal with ducks better than anyone. I'll negotiate with him. They respect strong leadership, especially the feathered ones. John, a lot of people don't know this. I'm an incredible fisherman, world-class instincts. When I was young, they said, sir, he'll accomplish unbelievable things, but fishing, too easy for him. And guess what? They were right. I'm too powerful for the fish.
Well, Mr. President, if confidence was cheese, you could melt a whole pizza with just your ego. I like that.
Delicious pizza, by the way. The best. New York style. John, look at this. Look at this strength. I haven't felt resistance like this since the debates. This fish is enormous. Probably a record breaker.
Oh, man, really?
Well, slap my knee and call me bipartisan. You just caught something older than the Senate.
This is a disgrace, a complete disgrace. Boot shouldn't be in the ocean. Everybody knows that. Somebody planted this. And I know fake news CNN is already drafting a headline, Trump throws boot into lake, total lies. They're very sick people, John, very sick.
Mr. President, my uncle always told me, a man who fishes for peace will always catch something, even if it's disappointment. And I took that to heart.
That's deep, John, very deep, maybe too deep. People say I'm deep, but that was Mariana Trench deep.
I'll tell you another thing. Fishing is honest. If the fish don't like you, they just don't bite. People should try that. It would save us a lot of campaign ads.
John, this is it. This is the big one. I feel it. This is a fish that respects strength, a fish that votes red, a fish that...
By golly, Mr. President, that's definitely a Democrat fish. Only they'd be the ones to slap the man feeding them.
Senator, that fish just made a terrible mistake. Big mistake. I was going to catch and release. Very generous of me. But now, now it's on a list. A very exclusive list. And at the top of that list, things we're eating tonight.
You know, Mr. President, this Gulf reminds me of Congress, full of things lurking beneath the surface, and half of them stink.
John, you're thinking of the Gulf of Mexico. Total disaster. This is the Gulf of America now, upgraded, renovated. We took out the lurkers, the bottom dwellers, the shady characters. Frankly, it's the safest Gulf in the world. Fish salute me when they swim by. Uh-oh. Hold on, John. It's my wife, the First Lady. Hello, my amazing wife. You are on with the most successful fishermen in the Gulf of America. How may I help you?
Darling, cut the nonsense. You said you would be here 1 hour ago. There is no meeting. I hear seagulls.
It is a very important meeting. Me, Senator Kennedy, and the fish. You cannot get a bigger deal than that. Very high level.
You say big deal every time you disappear to have your alone time. Are you at least catching anything? Or are you just talking about catching?
We are catching. There is a lot of interest in the hook, tremendous interest. Some of the fish are thinking about biting. We are in negotiations.
So no fish? Listen, you come back before dinner. I made something nice. If you are late, you get cold food. Very cold. Like CNN ratings.
Very strong message. I hear you. I will wrap it up soon. You are doing an amazing job, by the way. Best First Lady. Everybody says so.
Good. I love you. Try not to fall in.
Trouble at home, Mr. President?
No. Everything is fine. That is called married life, John. I deal with world leaders all day, but one call from the wife, and suddenly I am on a tighter schedule than Air Force One.
In Louisiana, that's what we call real power.
Very real. Very powerful. All right, John, we need at least one big fish before I go back so I can walk in like a hero. I need evidence this trip was a success.
Hold up now. By golly, Mr. President, hand me them binoculars. I just seen something strange, and I'm from Louisiana. I know strange. Well, I'll be. Is that Mr. President? Is that Tim Walz out there?
Tampon Tim out here? I thought he dropped out and disappeared after the daycare disaster in Minnesota. Looks like he ran out of places to hide on land, so now he's hiding on the water.
He looks more nervous than a politician standing next to an audit.
Look at that, folks. Tim Walz finally found something stronger than him, a fish with more backbone than his whole administration. He got yanked faster than he left the race in Minnesota. Very quick exit, very weak.
By golly, that fish just did more vetting than the entire Minnesota government.
Somebody throw him a life jacket, not for him, for the fish. That poor fish just got stuck with Tampon Tim. Total disgrace. John, history is happening. Double fish moment. The crowds would love this. The ratings would be through the roof. CNN would turn their cameras off.
Oh, look how cute.
Well, they ain't big, but they sure are committed. Just like the folks who still think cars running on gasoline ought to be illegal.
John, look at them tiny little things, but they love me. They really do. If fish could vote, we'd win every lake, every river, every puddle. Landslide, absolute landslide. John, last time I went fishing, and this is true, people know it, I actually hooked the Loch Ness Monster. Beautiful catch, massive, historic. And right as I'm reeling it in, a UFO or UAP, whatever they're pretending to call it now, swoops down, abducts the whole thing, took the monster, and my hook, unbelievable.
Sir, that sounds like something my Uncle Clarence would say when he'd had a little too much cough syrup.
Well, your Uncle Clarence was a visionary.
Mr. President, sitting out here on the Gulf of America, peaceful as a church pew on Tuesday, for some reason makes me think about Minnesota.
Minnesota? John, we're relaxing. Please don't ruin this, okay?
I can't help it, sir. Minnesota these days is like a fishing net full of holes. There's some alien daycare fraud swimming through faster than the fish we didn't catch today. You blink, and the money's gone, just like Ilhan Omar's accountability.
Total embarrassment. Everyone knows it. If Minnesota ran like the Gulf of America, strong, clean, honest, they'd be a lot better off, believe me.
Well, sir, I'll say this. This Gulf behaves better than their entire state legislature.
Correct. Absolutely correct. All right, John, beautiful day, tremendous day, perfect ending.
Good fishing, Mr. President.
Great fishing, historic even. And remember, MAGA wins again.
MAGA wins again. I hope y'all liked that one. That was the newest one that came out. The other ones we will watch another time. Now, are y'all ready to try this? Darlene, let's see if our hard work sunk through this thick skull of mine. Keep your fingers crossed. Let me see. Gator Girl, all this screen sharing, it's just not good. It's not good for someone like me. Okay, here we go. 25 questions about animals to test your knowledge of the Bible. So here we go. You're welcome. Okay. Everybody ready? Because I don't know the answer, so I'm going to, it gives you 10 seconds to think of an answer to put in chat, but I'll pause it. So now I can't hide my goofiness because now I have to say my answer. So it's putting me on the spot and I don't know a darn thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all I don't know a darn thing about it, but we're going to try it here.
Share and subscribe so you never miss a new Bible challenge. Now, let's enter the wild. Question 1. God described a massive creature to Job called Behemoth. What was its tail compared to? A river. B, an iron rod. C, a palm tree. D, a cedar tree. You get 10 seconds.
Come on, y'all. I say a river.
That's D, a cedar tree. In one of the most majestic descriptions of creation, Job chapter 40, verses 15 to 17, God points Job to the behemoth, a beast of immense strength that feeds on grass like an ox. The text specifically notes that he moves his tail like a cedar, suggesting a massive, thick appendage. While some modern scholars suggest a hippo or elephant, the description of a cedar-like tail leads many to wonder if it describes a creature now extinct. Question 2. Which prophet was mocked by youths, resulting in 2 bears mauling 42 of them? A, Elijah. B, Elisha. C, Ezekiel. D, Jeremiah. You get 10 seconds.
I'll give y'all a second. I say, I like the name Ezekiel. I say C. Because I like the name Ezekiel. I like it. Hey, there's There's a couple who agrees with me. Whoop whoop. Gator Girl says B. Cindy, Tracy, Darlene, me says C. Bit by D says C with us. Bit by and Gator Girl says A. So we'll see. Here we go. I like the name. Ha!
That's B, Elisha. Shortly after Elisha succeeded Elijah, a group of youths jeered at him, chanting, "Go up, you bald head." This was not merely an insult to his appearance, but a rejection of God's prophet. Elisha cursed them in the name of the Lord. 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 23 to 24. And immediately, 2 female bears emerged from the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. It remains a terrifying reminder of the holiness of God's anointed messengers. Question 3. Samson caught 300 of which animal to burn down the Philistine crops? A. Foxes. B. Wild dogs. C. Rats. D. Badgers. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say fox because God likes foxes. I'm going to say foxes because, like I said, Sky likes foxes. Let's see. Cindy says A. Bitbot says A. Cindy says C. Rats. Tracy. You okay? Darlene says A. Gator says A. Okay, D. Good night. Sweet dreams. We're praying for you, Goldie, and your dad. Be safe. Badgers. Rats just isn't scary, Tracy. They probably could do some damage. I know out in some like cornfields and wheat fields, they tear up their crops. And then they get in the hay. So they could. But we will see. Party Bonza says rats too. I still stay with foxes because that's Sky likes foxes. So we'll see who's right. Hey, Party Bonza, good to see ya. Here we go.
That's A. Foxes. Seeking revenge against his Philistine father-in-law, Samson performed a chaotic feat of strength and agility. He caught 300 foxes, or jackals, tied them tail to tail in pairs, and fastened a burning torch between each pair of tails. He then released them into the standing grain. Judges chapter 15, verses 4 to 5. Turning the animals into living arsonists that destroyed the enemy's vineyards, olive groves, and harvest in a blazing inferno. Question 4. Jesus told Peter to go fishing. What did he find inside the first fish's mouth? A. A pearl. B. A gold ring. C. A fishing hook. D. A 4-drachma coin. You get 10 seconds.
Lordy. I I say a fishing hook. Bitbot says a ring. Tracy says a pearl. Cindy, I can't see because that cockeyed heart. C, a fishing hook with me. Darlene, a ring. Gator Girl, a ring. Cindy, are you sure you want to have the same choice as me? 99.9%. I'm going to be wrong, so. Oh, you say D now, Cindy. Well, that's smart, Tracy. A, B, C, and D. That's the way to do it. Party Bonza says B2. Cindy says D. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, man.
That's D, a 4-drachma coin. When challenged about paying the temple tax, Jesus instructed Peter to cast a hook into the sea. He promised that the first fish Peter caught would have a stater, a 4-drachma coin, in its mouth, the exact amount needed to pay the tax for both of them. Matthew chapter 17, verse 27. This miracle over the animal kingdom demonstrated Jesus' sonship and his provision, ensuring no offense was given to the authorities. Question 5. In Revelation, the fourth horseman rides a pale horse. What is the rider's name? A, war. B, famine. C, death. D, pestilence. You get 10 seconds.
I say it's either A or C, I think, if I'm remembering right. But I'll go with A. Of course, y'all go with C. Of course. I picked the wrong one. No, Party Bonza's with me. Party Bonza's hanging with me. For some reason, I want to say A. Because doesn't the war start the famine and death? And for some reason I'm thinking it's A. I heard. But we will see. We got C's and me and Party Bones is the only A. But we will see. You're probably right. Let's see. Duh. Party Bones.
That's C, death. When the Lamb opened the fourth seal, a pale or ashen green horse appeared. Its rider was explicitly named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. Revelation chapter 6, verse 8. This terrifying duo was given authority over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and remarkably, by the wild beasts of the earth, using the animal kingdom as an instrument of divine judgment. Subscribe so each new Bible quiz can be a sweet moment with God for you. Question 6. Which birds brought food to Elijah by the brook Cherith? A, ravens. B, hawks. C, eagles. D, doves. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say D. Because they talk about doves in the Bible a whole lot. So I'm going to say doves. Ravens. Gator Girl says C, eagles. Tracy, Bitbot, Darlene says A. Cindy says A. Chris says B, hawks. Corey Bonza says A, ravens. That's a smart choice. Go opposite of me. Here we go. Oh, ravens.
That's A, ravens. During the great drought, God commanded Elijah to hide by the brook Cherith. There, God ordered ravens, unclean scavenger birds known for hoarding food, to serve him. 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 4 to 6. Every morning and evening, these birds miraculously brought him bread and meat. This demonstrated God's sovereign control over nature, using unlikely creatures to sustain his prophet when the rest of the nation was starving.
For the other question.
Question 7. What specific animal swallowed Jonah?
I know, whale.
A shark.
I got that one.
B, a great fish. C, a whale. D, a sea monster. You get 10 seconds.
Y'all can follow me on this one. I know. I just read this story to Skylight yesterday evening. So I know this one. Sandy, you say B. A great fish. They may say that in the Bible. A great fish. Now you got me thinking about it. But I know it's a whale, but don't they call it a great fish? Sandy, are you playing games with me? Gator Girl, Cindy's playing tricks on me. Because I see that LOL right there. She's trying to make me think I'm going crazy. Okay, we got a bunch of different mixed ones. We got C, A, Gator Girl, a shark. We got A, we got B, we got C. Who's got D? Oh, here comes Tracy in with it. We got the whole board covered. Oh, heck no
That's
way.
B, a great fish. While popular culture often depicts a whale, the Hebrew text specifically says a great fish, da gadol. God appointed this massive creature to swallow Jonah, keeping him safe inside its belly for 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah chapter 1, verse 17. Jesus later validated this event, comparing Jonah's time in the belly of the great fish to his own future burial and resurrection. Matthew chapter 12, verse 40. Question 8. Which animal spoke to the prophet Balaam? A, an ox. B, a horse. C, a camel. D, a donkey. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going with donkey. I'm going to quit thinking. Yeah, Bitbot, but then in the Bible storybook, in the children's Bible, it says whale. It don't say great fish. The great fish. It says whale. So, man. Missed the one I know. I thought I knew for sure. Ain't that a shame? Okay, we got B, a horse. We got D, a donkey. There's a couple with me. Gator Girl says a D too. Darlene says B, horse. So here we go with the answer. Woo.
That's D, a donkey.
Yes.
Balaam was riding his donkey on a mission to curse Israel when the animal saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword. After Balaam beat the animal 3 times, the Lord opened the donkey's mouth. Numbers chapter 22, verse 28. The beast verbally rebuked the prophet for his cruelty, showing that a dumb animal had more spiritual sight than the greedy seer. Question 9. What animal did Abraham find caught in a thicket to replace Isaac? A, a bull. B, a goat. C, a ram. D, a lamb. You get 10 seconds.
I'm thinking D. So is it a lamb and a sheep about the same? D, C, C, D, C, C. Everybody's saying a ram. I'm saying D. Gator Girl, Chris, and me says D, and everybody else says C. Bit by Party Bonza, Cindy, Tracy, Darlene. We will see.
That's C, a ram. Just as Abraham raised the knife to sacrifice his son, the angel of the Lord stopped him. Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. He offered the ram as a burnt offering instead of his son, Genesis chapter 22, verse 13, naming the place Jehovah-Jireh, the Lord will provide. This powerful event foreshadowed Christ's substitutionary death for humanity. Question 10. The demons named Legion begged Jesus to send them into what animals? A, pigs. B, cows. C, goats. D, sheep.
I say A.
You get 10 seconds.
That's what Sky said, A. Demons, pigs, Danny. All in the same group, she said. So I'm going to go with pigs. A. Sorry, Danny, if you're listening, but, you know, she says it to your face. Okay, we got A. Bitbot says A. Cindy A. Darlene A. Tracy A. Gator Girl A. Chris D. And I said A. Anybody else? There's more A's than D's, Christopher. So here we go.
That's A, pigs. Jesus encountered a man possessed by a multitude of demons in the region of the Gerasenes. The demons begged not to be sent into the abyss, but into a nearby herd of about 2,000 pigs. Mark chapter 5, verses 11 to 13. Jesus permitted it, and the herd rushed down the steep bank into the sea and drowned, illustrating the destructive nature of evil and Jesus' absolute authority over it. Question 11. What animal?
Let me know if y'all get tired and just want to talk for a little while, because this one has 25. Most of them only has 10. But of course, Sky would pick the longest one. So, y'all just let me know when y'all get tired. So, here we go on number 11.
Crowed after Peter denied Jesus? A, an owl. B, a dove. C, a raven. D, a rooster. You get 10 seconds.
Crow. I'll say either a raven or a rooster. Oh crap, I forgot to pause it.
That's D, a rooster. At the Last Supper, Jesus predicted that before the rooster crowed twice, Peter would deny him 3 times. As Peter sat in the courtyard and issued his third denial, immediately the rooster crowed. Mark chapter 14, verse 72. Peter remembered the word of the Lord, looked at Jesus, and went out to weep bitterly. The sound of that bird became a haunting reminder of his failure and need for grace. Question 12. Daniel was thrown into a den of which predators? A, lions. B, bears. C, wolves. D, leopards. You get 10 seconds.
Lions, I got this one. Cindy's football team. Gator Girl says D, leopards. Wait, I might be reading the wrong ones. Bitbot says A, Darlene A, Cindy A, Chris C, wolves. Chris, come on. Now Gator Girl says that was from the old one. Gator Girl A. Tracy, Chris is trying to confuse me. So we all pretty much say A. Let's see.
That's A, lions. Because Daniel continued to pray to God despite the king's decree, he was cast into the lion's den. The king spent a sleepless night fasting, but the next morning Daniel was found alive. He declared, "My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths." Daniel chapter 6, verse 22. This miracle proved that God's power to deliver is greater than any earthly law or natural danger. Question 13. What meat did God rain down on the Israelites in the wilderness? A, duck. B, quail. C, pigeon. D, chicken. You get 10 seconds.
Quail. I guess quail. Since we are Chris is D, chicken. Bitbot said Bitbot, Darlene, Cindy, me says quail, Tracy says pigeon, Gator Girl says quail. We got a split here. No, we don't. We just got Chris. It is. No, Tracy's got C. And Chris has got D. Here we go.
That's B, quail. When the Israelites complained about only having manna to eat, Craving meat as they had in Egypt, God sent a wind that drove quail in from the sea. The birds fell all around the camp, about 3 feet deep. Numbers, chapter 11, verse 31. While God provided the meat they craved, he also sent a plague because of their greed and lack of gratitude, teaching a severe lesson about contentment. Question 14. What creature bit Paul's hand on the island of Malta?
Man.
A rat. B, a spider. C, a viper. D, a scorpion.
Oh, man.
You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to go with a spider, maybe. I'm going to say a spider. I'm going to say a spider. Yeah. Shelly says B. I think. D, C, B, D, C, B. Don't be changing answers, or I'm going to have to get somebody up here to read out y'all's answers because I'm getting confused. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I'm going to say B, a spider. Because I don't know. I'm going with. Out of all of them, I guess I would rather a spider bite me. Because the rest of them would probably hurt. So I would go with the spider. I think. So here we go.
That's C, a viper. As Paul gathered brushwood for a fire after the shipwreck, a viper driven out by the heat fastened onto his hand. The superstitious islanders immediately assumed Paul was a murderer whom justice would not allow to live. Acts chapter 28, verses 3 to 4. When Paul shook the snake off into the fire and suffered no swelling or death, the people changed their minds and thought he was a god. Question 15. Aaron made a golden idol shaped like which animal? A, a calf. B, a lion. C, a snake. D, an eagle. You get 10 seconds.
I've heard it. I've heard it. A calf. A. I do believe. A. Bitbot says. B. Chris says a lion. Cindy says A. Darlene says A. Tracy says A. Christopher. Boy, you just wait. Shelly says an A. So we will see because I think more. Never mind. More of us says A. Chris is the only one that says B. Shelly on Rumble says A. So everyone is pretty much on the same path but Christopher. He wants to be hard to get along with. So here we go.
That's a calf. While Moses was on Mount Sinai receiving the law, the people grew impatient and demanded gods to lead them. Aaron collected their gold earrings and fashioned a molded calf. Exodus chapter 32, verse 4, likely imitating the Egyptian bull god Apis. The people worshipped it, saying, "These are your gods, O Israel," committing great idolatry at the very foot of the mountain where God's presence dwelt. Question 16. In Revelation, the great dragon represents whom? A. Nero, B. Satan, C. Caesar, D. the false prophet. You get 10 seconds.
I guess I'm going to say D. I know I'm probably wrong. Oh man, I about messed that one up. Trying to think. Shelly says, did she say A? I can't tell. We got B. And then D. Chris is with me. Tracy B. Bitbot D, I think. Or he may be explaining. Oh, no answer yet. She's thinking. Okay, I got you, Shelly. That's a hard one. Because I'm torn between B and D. I know it ain't Caesar. I know it ain't that Nora. I ain't heard of that one before. So I'm torn. I'm torn between B and D, but I think I'm gonna go with D maybe. You're going with B, Shelly? Oh, let me see over here. Bitbot's going with B. Darlene B. Gator B. Darlene B. Me and Chris is still with D. Chris, we're the only two. Yeah, but in Revelations, they also talk about the false prophet a whole lot. That's why I'm leaning towards D a little more than B. Because mainly in the Bible, they call him Satan. If I'm thinking right. Well, we're going to see.
That be Satan. Revelation chapter 12 describes a cosmic war involving a massive red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. The text explicitly identifies this beast. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. This imagery connects the enemy in the end, times back to the tempter in the Garden of Eden. Question 17.
Yeah, but the tempter in the Garden of Eve was a snake. He was a snake, so how could a dragon and a snake? Nothing. I'm not going to argue. Okay, let's go to the next one. I know it's my fault. Hopefully we'll get to number 20 and then we'll stop. Because like I said, it said 25, but we'll stop at 20. That would be 3 more. So here we go with 17.
Which insect does Proverbs tell the sluggard to learn from? A, the spider. B, the bee. C, the grasshopper. D, the ant. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say D, ant. I don't know. They're just so little. I have no reasoning for it. Just, they're little. Okay, we got okay, we got B, D's, and C. The grasshopper. Tracy says the little grasshopper. D is Gator Girl, Darlene. That's true, Gator Girl. Little but mighty. And Shelly's thinking C. Bit by Gator Girl, Darlene, Cindy. All says D. Ant. Shelly, C. On this side, any C's. We got B, a B. That's Christopher. So Tracy is C, the grasshopper. Okay, here we go. Oh my Lord.
That's D, the ant. Solomon advises the lazy person, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. He notes that although ants have no commander or overseer, they store their provisions in summer and gather their food at harvest. This tiny creature serves as God's model for diligence, foresight, and self-discipline in work, contrasting sharply with human laziness.
Well.
Question 18. Absalom rode on which animal to his death? A camel. B, a donkey. C, a mule. D, a horse. You get 10 seconds.
I think they're trying to trick me. I'm going to say a horse. Tracy B, Chris D, Darlene D. Let's see. I'm thinking a little horsey. I don't know. Bit by C. A mule. D, 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 B. And Shelly C. A mule. Oh, I kind of think I'm going to miss this one too. Here we go.
That's
Oh,
C.A.
man.
Mule. During the battle against his father David, Absalom was riding a mule, the royal mount of kings. As the mule went under the thick branches of a large oak, Absalom's head got caught in the tree. The mule kept going, leaving the prince hanging defenseless in midair. 2 Samuel chapter 18, verse 9. This led to his death by Joab's spears, ending his rebellious coup. Question 19. King Herod Agrippa I was eaten by what creatures? A. Dogs.
No.
B. Birds.
No.
C. Lions. D. Worms.
See?
You get 10 seconds.
I say C. We got to get one more question in within a minute. I say C. Lions. Chris says D. Cindy D. Bit by B. Birds. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That will make me scared of birds. Oh no, a dog could tear you up too. But I think lions. Shelly, you got an answer? D. Shelly says B. D. So here we go. And this one will be the last one. We'll say our good nights. We was close to getting 20, but well, Sky's watching. We'll do the last one and then I'll stop because I know Sky's watching. So she knows what I'm doing. Oh, wow,
That's D.
Shelly.
Worms. Herod dressed in royal robes and delivered a speech to the people of Tyre and Sidon, who shouted, "This is the voice of a god, not of a man." Immediately, because Herod did not give praise to God, an angel of the Lord struck him down, and he was eaten by worms and died. Acts chapter 12, verse 23. This gruesome death serves as a stark warning against human pride.
I would never think.
Question 20. Before fighting Goliath, David claimed to have killed which two beasts? A. Wolf and bear. B. Lion and bear. C. Lion and wolf. D. Bear and boar. You get 10 seconds.
I say B. I think B. Well, I say B. Cindy B, Darlene B, Chris A. No, Shelly, I would never think worms could eat you. Oh, man. Bit Bite B. Shelly B. Woo, I think everybody's with us, but Chris. He has to choose A. Wolf and bear. So we will see. You ready? Here we go. We got it right.
That's B,
Chris got
lion
it
and
wrong.
bear. When King Saul doubted David's ability to fight the giant, David recounted his experience as a shepherd. He testified that when a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep, he went after it, struck it, and rescued the lamb. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verses 34 to 35. These private victories in the wilderness prepared his faith for the public victory over the champion of the Philistines. Keep watching to the last second.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all, Chris, we don't be changing our answers with me up here. Now with Gator Girl you can, because she can keep up. Me, I can't keep up. So you only can change your answers on Gator Girls because she's smart and she can keep up with the changes. But I like to thank each and every one of y'all. And I love y'all. And keep our family in your prayers. And remember Teacup, her surgery coming up February the 2nd. And remember Betty and Steve and her brother-in-law. And remember Dee's dad and Goldie and Julius and Jared, many of our family. Keep each and every one of our family members in your prayers. And if God places someone on your heart or on your mind, pray for them. Stop and pray for them. And everyone, please be safe. I don't know if it started anything here, but please be safe if it does snow. And hopefully I will see you on Gator Girls tomorrow night. And I love each and every one of y'all. And I will see y'all. And Sky, I'm on my way, so be ready.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking's a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Head down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.